Hey, welcome back guys, it's Pharaoh, and in today's video we will be doing the last Rift Beast here with the Twin Team. This is the same team that I used for the Fire and the Light Rift Beast, so you guys have seen it before now, but there are some changes I would make in this team as well. You know, the great thing about the Twins is that they all attack together, obviously, and for this beast that is very relevant because you need to get that chain link thing down as quickly as possible. This dungeon is not too hard. I actually am finding it harder to get the runs correct with the Twins than I am with just like my free-to-play team. My free-to-play team would pretty much it would never fail. I had Airgar and the Fire Panda frontlining. Maybe Fran was in there. And they all do multi-hits on their first skills. They all have great support skills. And then I had like Crow, Verd, and someone else in the back line. I think it probably got switched to Rauk eventually, but before Rauk it was something else. But Verd and Crow are great. Crow obviously does a lot of damage, but the important thing in this dungeon is making sure that your frontline units can tank what they need to, and that there's enough support to keep the back line alive, because this thing really likes to do a lot of damage to that back line. Now the great thing about Bastet is she does have the shield on here, which helps, but this thing can kind of chain. The first attack never does much. It's more about the chain, but the third attack, the one that has the number on it, it's 9 right now. Now it's 10. That 11, 12, that skill can do a lot of damage in here. So if that gets off onto the back line, and they're already low on health, like they didn't have the shield up originally, you can run into some problems there. But it looks like this run was pretty much solid. So I'm just going to fast forward straight to the ruins from here, and then we can check the arena towers as well. I'm not going to say this is the most consistent team that I have out of, you know, in terms of the other dungeons, but it's not terrible. So I got to check one thing first. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. So my son just woke up from his nap and found a way to get stuck behind a like plush toy wolf thing and his own car seat. So that's a good time. Anyway. These are the runes here for Bastet, or at least the stats here. Pretty solid Bastet. You know, great speed. Not too bad for PvP. I can pair her up with Bernard this way too on the speed, but you wouldn't necessarily have to have this much for the Rift Beasts. It's more about the HP and defense, but you still want at least plus 100 speed. The runes are Swift Energy. Nothing is really grinded here. And nothing is grinded on any of them. And then she does not have maxed artifacts as well, so she could have a lot more sustainability there. These are the total Sabrina stats here. So pretty decent. She is on Rage Blade. Not super enthused about these particular runes. I think they're pretty mediocre. Also not maxed artifacts. I had ran out of mana when I was building this team. This is the Talia here, pretty solid violence set on her. This is one of my favorites, probably my favorite set I have in the game currently. A lot of great runes combining here for a pretty solid unit, and not max artifacts though. But I mean, for violent, it's great. You put a speed rune on slot 1, or not slot 1, slot 2, and you have like plus 100 speed. I think because this does not have speed on it. Yeah, so a slot 2 rune brings it up to plus 100 speed. And good damage, good crit rate, all that. So pretty happy with that set. The Shayna has this here. Probably the most poorly built unit in the team. She's on Violent as well, just because I had these kind of just sitting around. These aren't bad, slot 6 and slot 1. But the rest of the slots are... This isn't terrible. The accuracy needs to get dropped, or... I just need a better rune, flat out, but yeah. 1 maxed artifact on her, but yeah, she could be getting a lot more attack as well there. Then we had the Mav here, and he was on pretty decent stats here. I moved over the runes I had on Airgar to him, so that's why he's on Revenge. Revenge made more sense on Airgar, so that he would Revenge proc into the Dark Beast and help with that Soul Link chain. Not maxed artifacts on him either. And then we have the Crow here, with pretty solid middle game set. That's what I keep calling it. I think it's a pretty solid middle game set. Nothing amazing, but it is grinded up, so yeah. Actually pretty good artifacts too. They aren't attack, but they do keep him alive, and they have substats that make sense on him, so pretty happy with that. Starting from the front, Bastet had full skill ups. Sabrina has 1 into each. Talia has 0. Shayna has 1 skill up. Mav is fully skilled up, and Crow has 0 second awakened skill ups. So that's the setup layout there, and then we can move into the arena towers here. Shop. Yep, and nothing too amazing here. I mean, yeah, I'm really lacking behind in terms of my towers. I have to get them up. I've got 1,000 here, which is, I mean, literally nothing. I'm probably going to have to max out the Guardstone tower for my Trikaru team. But there are so many attacking things here I'd love to get up to help with the Rift Beasts in general, but just every piece of content, just getting the attack, all the elemental attacks, the normal attack, and crit damage stuff up for my damage dealers. So anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. You know, I feel like I gave pretty solid options for free to play, like literally the Fire Panda, Ergar, and Fran. You can have all 3 of them frontline, and they do a fantastic job. And then backline can just be Crow, and it could be Talia and Sabrina. It could be even Verd with something else, with Rauk. There's a lot of options for that. The important thing is making sure your frontline survives and brings enough healing or supporting of some sort to help get you through there. So anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you next time.